So I did mention we were going to talk a little bit more about gardening before Colin comes along at 10 o'clock. And this is gardening through a local charity. It's called Thrive. It's based in Beach Hill and it's dedicated to improving health through gardening. Helps all kinds of people from those living with disabilities or mental health challenges to those from disadvantaged backgrounds. Anyone who might feel different or isolated. Well, you're going to see them on TV later. There's a new Lifeline appeal airing this afternoon on BBC One, and it is going to be fronted and presented by 28-year-old Rebecca Haynes from Reading. Rebecca has Down syndrome and joined Thrive after leaving school. And Rebecca joins me now along with her mum, Jocelyn. Good morning to the two of you. Hiya.
Good morning. Hello.
Hi, lovely to have you on.
Hi.
So maybe, Jocelyn, you can just hang on for a second while I talk to Rebecca, the star, of course, of this particular Lifeline appeal this afternoon. Rebecca, how does it feel to be a big star now?
Incredible.
Did you enjoy doing it?
Yeah, no. I'm Rebecca Haynes. I'm the current gardener at 5 every Thursday. And give me 1 second.
Great excitement here.
I'll bet. Sounds very excited, Rebecca.
Yeah.
Rebecca, tell me.
Really enjoyed the filming.
Oh, good. Well, it's to get backing for Thrive. And Rebecca, maybe you can tell me a little bit about what Thrive means to you.
It's actually amazing. So I grew my tomatoes, cucumber, courgette, my lettuce, my runner beans, and my carrot has been popular. And I had shallots as well, and onions as well, and I even paint my own border as well.
Wow!
And I work alongside with the volunteers and the therapists, and they've been all amazing.
And Rebecca has her own plot.
Sorry, go on. Yeah. Sorry, she has her own plot.
Rebecca has her own, yes, where she's grown all these lovely vegetables. And she's part of a group, so there's a horticultural therapist and 3 volunteers, and then other client gardeners like Rebecca.
And Rebecca, from what you were saying there, it's vegetables that you love growing there. Have you always loved gardening? Have you always had a feel for gardening?
Yeah, I think for my gardening, it's actually a breath of fresh air. Yeah. It's peaceful as well. Yeah. Wow. And also, the family that I've got at the moment is from Hong Kong. And they actually came to Thrive as well.
Yeah.
Now I've been for 10 months.
Lovely. Yeah.
So it's actually nice to show you my family and friends and the visitors as well.
Yeah.
Wow, it's great you got that community going. And Jocelyn, from a mum's point of view, that community will be very, very important. Forget the gardening for the moment. Just that getting Rebecca out there, meeting people, very important.
Absolutely. It's a great community. I mean, Becca's been there for several years now. She went when she was 17 from school just to vary the curriculum. And that was our first connection with Thrive. And then went back in more recent years, once a week. And yeah, it's an extended community. It gives a lot of support. And it's just a great place to be. It's out in the countryside. It's really beautiful. Becca's made new friends. And it's the whole team. It's the other client gardeners. It's the people in the office.
The reason why it's special and how gardening helps. I've been there for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You find she comes back very very refreshed and really recharged and beaming. Just absolutely loves it. It's a great place just to be refreshed and away from all the bustle and busyness of life, I think, as well in the town, to go into the countryside and do gardening. There's a lot of keen gardeners in our family, so there's a lot of interest anyway.
Yeah, and I'm told Becca, that you actually sometimes you do lead groups around and open days, for example. That must make you feel really confident.
So I've been helping with the flower shows. I've been helping with one of my current gardeners open and also helping one of the current gardeners who is new to open him up to get him to talk and do some gardening.
Yeah, great.
Fab. That's great.
And I've been helping on the plant sales as well for the open afternoons.
Plant sales too.
And the catering's fun as well.
Well, I hope your appeal this afternoon brings in lots of money. If you were to sum up, Jocelyn, finally, how quickly it made a difference to Becca's confidence, how quickly you noticed the results, and how crucial it is now for your family life, how would you sum it up?
I think it's hugely important. It's Becca's favourite day of the week, I would say. And I think whatever else is going on, whether be it searching for jobs or things changing in life, it's given that constant lovely base where the team, I can't praise them enough, they're such a caring team. They're absolutely fantastic. It's a whole community. There's a lot of voluntary support from the local community. They all helped during COVID to do the watering. It's almost indescribable because it's such a fantastic place, and it's made a huge difference to Rebecca. I think it gives her a sense of purpose and achievement, and it's brilliant. Really pretty and valuable, I would say.
Excellent. Well, Becca, well done on everything and growing all those vegetables, and well done on doing the appeal. I think it's brilliant, and you don't sound nervous at all. I think you're going to be a star.
No, I'm I got a brother-in-law who's from Scotland. So I'm very natural.
And modest. Becca, Jocelyn, thank you both very much. Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for having us.
So this is all about the new BBC Lifeline appeal, which is on behalf of the Gardening for Health charity Thrive, which is airing tomorrow afternoon. Fronted by a former structural engineer from King's Heath, Randall, who lost both of his legs. He had sepsis and unfortunately lost both legs. He previously worked at the Channel Tunnel, would you believe, and got involved with Thrive after seeing a poster in his local park. We're going to find out far more about the charity now. A little bit earlier on, I spoke to Sarah Bowers, who's Thrive's Regional Operation Manager for Birmingham.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good today, thank you. And what about yourself? Fine fettle as we start the weekend?
It's a way to start the weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
To have an interview on the radio. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you.
Early doors. We're setting the tone. It'll be a terrific weekend. Now, talking of terrific, as I say, we mentioned Thrive quite a lot over the years on the gardening phone. But for those who haven't come across Thrive and don't know just how many lives you affect and what brilliant stuff you do, just lay out Thrive's history and what you do for people.
Okay, Thrive is a Gardening for Health charity, and as you said, we use gardening to improve well-being. That's physical and mental health, okay? What we use is something really special called social therapeutic horticulture, so it's a bit more than just gardening. We use a person-centred approach, adapt our activities to make sure that everybody that attends a session can engage with meaningful activities. And it's about all the other lovely things that come from being with us in our wonderful gardens. It's that confidence boost. It's that sense of purpose. It's the increase in their own well-being, but also that ripple effect into the families and the communities, all the way through to engaging with nature. And we all know, especially after the pandemic, how that can really help boost your mood. We work with people across our 3 centres. We've got one in Battersea Park, our head office in Reading, and our beautiful, and if I say so myself, the best one in King's Heath, Birmingham.
Obviously.
Yeah, of course. I'm just looking at our impact report, actually, and we delivered last year over 9,000 therapeutic garden sessions, and that's not only in our centres, but also outreach at hostels, care homes. In Birmingham, we do a programme with Sense over in Selly Oak. So we try and take this therapy to as many people as possible.
Sarah, do you mind if I bung in another word? Because I was having a fascinating conversation, really in-depth conversation with somebody the other day who is debilitated with depression and has been for a long time. And they were saying that gardening gives them control, a sense of control, they don't have in their lives. And even if it's just one aspect, how helpful that was.
Absolutely, especially for those that are living with mental ill health. These sessions, these SDH-based sessions, can potentially be the only activity they do in a week, for example, the only opportunity they have to work with other people, be with other people. Secondly, that sense of achievement and purpose, and like you said, control, from sowing that seed in the spring, looking after it, watering it, potting it on, tying it up, and then a few months later, potentially, harvesting that tomato that they've grown themselves, that sense of achievement and the fact that they have done that, they have controlled that process, they have controlled their week by making sure that they get up in the morning for their session, because if they don't, nobody's going to water their tomato plant. Of course we will, but... it gives them that sense of purpose, achievement, control over their own well-being.
Well, before we talk about tomorrow's appeal, let's just touch on Randall. I mean, we just heard a snippet of him there. He's a great example of what the impact that Thrive can have.
He's an absolute superstar, he really is.
Tell us a little bit more about how he's developed with you or under the guidance of Thrive.
Well, he was one of the first clients on a new program that we started just at the tail end of the pandemic, called Sow and Grow for Over 50s. And it was specifically to support those that were feeling isolated, lonely, leading to poor mental health, to give them that safe, accessible, welcoming avenue to re-engage, leave the house with the backdrop of gardening. And he was one of our first clients. And he's a great guy and was always, very bubbly and very outgoing. But I think by having that routine and that sense of achievement in his week, especially with his poor physical health, and that's something to look forward to, was that motivator to keep on going and knowing that actually I can do this. Oh, hang on, this could lead to something else. And he was absolutely phenomenal. And even after the Sow and Grow program finished, he came back to us on another program because he was enjoying it so much, enjoying the social aspect, but also wanting to continue to learn.
But I believe when he lost his legs, when the accident happened and he lost his, through sepsis, should I say, lost his legs, that disability, and you mentioned about not coming out the house, it did make him hide, and he was trying to hide his disability, he was covering his legs, he didn't want others to see his disability. That's all changed mentally for him.
Yeah, and I think all that, being in that inclusive environment, where there are people with lots of different abilities and disabilities. We have very mixed groups. So people get to work with lots of different types of people. And also we encourage the development of peer-to-peer support. And one of the things that Randall was great at was working with others, supporting others, sharing his knowledge, helping others to engage in those sessions as well. So it wasn't just the direct SDH for him, he was helping others as well. And obviously that sense of achievement, I've done something really good today. Not only did I help myself, but I helped somebody else on the program. That's a great confidence boost, isn't it?
Well, finally, let's get on to what he's fronting then. So Randall fronting this appeal, tomorrow's appeal from King's Heath. What's it all about then? What is this appeal, Sarah?
Well, during the pandemic, lots of charities really, really suffered with a massive drop in the income. I know we did, and we're still struggling to overcome that. We're doing okay, but, there's still a lot of work to do. So this Lifeline appeal is just such a phenomenal opportunity for us to get our client stories out there direct to the public so they can see the real impact that the sessions that we deliver have on such a wide range of people, and hopefully convert some of those into donors. We would not be able to get our message across to such a wide range of people in any other way. This is a phenomenal opportunity. I personally am so proud that Birmingham is being used, 2 of our clients are being used in this programme to really showcase the phenomenal work that our practitioners do and really show the lived experience and the difference that we make to people's lives. So it's not just Randall, it's the other clients on there as well. And this is, I can't think of a better way other than getting 1 million people into our gardens in Kings Heath to show what we do.
Well, it's wonderful to hear the passion you have for what you do as well. Sarah, thank you ever so much for your time. Really appreciate you joining us Saturday Brekkie, early doors.
Thank you.